And in Gaza, humanitarian crisis worsening every day. Dozens dying this week when Israeli forces opened fire around an aid convoy where Palestinians were seeking food. Now, U.S. planes are airdropping thousands of meals in war-torn Gaza. You can see them floating to the ground there. This says there is a major headline today surrounding a possible ceasefire deal. Let's get to News Nation's Robert Sherman live for us in Tel Aviv tonight. Robert, what do we know about any potential deal?
All of this is being worked on diligently in the background here, Natasha. And it's hard to believe, but this week is going to mark 5 months since that October 7th attack. 5 months some of these hostages have been held in Gaza, and some of their families or loved ones are holding on to hope that soon they'll see them again.
A 4-day march from Gaza ending in Jerusalem tonight. Friends and family of hostages still held in captivity demanding their release and calling on the U.S. to help.
I'm turning to you, President Biden, to continue to press all sides and not relent until an agreement is signed to bring our loved ones home now.
With the holy month of Ramadan set to begin March 10th, the clock is ticking to get a hostage deal done. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby saying today that the Israelis have effectively agreed to the framework of a 6-week ceasefire deal that would lead to the release of sick, elderly, and female hostages in the first phase. The ball is in Hamas's court to accept it. With thousands joining marches around Israel in recent days, pressure is mounting on the Israeli government to make a deal. But to this point, Israel has put the blame on Hamas for the stalemate.
Hamas are making outlandish demands in another orbits, another planets. If Hamas can come back down to reality, we'll be able to have a deal.
Meanwhile, in the wake of the aid convoy incident in Gaza this week that left dozens of hungry Palestinians dead, the humanitarian situation in Gaza has a renewed focus. The UN estimates 1 of every 4 people in the enclave are 1 step away from famine.
Aid flowing to Gaza is nowhere nearly enough. Now, it's nowhere nearly enough.
President Biden vowing to up the aid into Gaza. The U.S. carrying out a joint operation with the Royal Jordanian Air Force today, dropping food and supplies in from above. Parachutes landing in Gaza City as people on the ground collect the goods.
Will this be enough for a school? Is this enough for 10,000 people? This is the aid they are dropping.
The U.S. says they're leaving the door open for more drops. Meanwhile, a Belize-flagged cargo ship sinking in the Red Sea today after being struck by a missile last month. The Ruby Mar had been taking on water for days. The Houthis in Yemen claiming responsibility and saying the attacks will continue. Tensions remain high in the region, with thousands rallying in Sana'a Friday in support of the Palestinians.
Today, the Yemeni people came out with one message, one position, under one slogan to tell to all our Palestinian brothers, the Palestinian resistance, to all the Palestinian factions that today you are not alone.
We're expecting to hear back from Hamas in the next day or two. Frankly, Natasha, we've been in this situation before in which the Israelis have agreed to a framework. The deal's been passed along to Hamas, and it has gone by the wayside. There are a few non-starters that are at play here. On the one hand, Hamas says that they want a deal that will end the war outright. Israel says that's not happening. Also, Israel says these talks aren't going to continue on unless Hamas offers up a list of all of the hostages who are living or dead. So far, Hamas has not provided one. Natasha?
Yeah, that's such important context. Robert Sherman live on the ground in Tel Aviv with that. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.